You smell that? Oh yeah. Y'all are smelling the same thing I'm smelling, right? Yeah? The smell of new content right on the horizon? That's right, boys. Destiny 2 Season 13, or as we now officially know, Season of the Chosen, is a little over 3 days away. And you all know, in the days leading up to a new season, I like to go over some weapons that I think you should get your hands on before the new season arrives. But these aren't just any weapons. Today, I am going to be going over the top 5 special weapons and their god rolls that you should get before Season 13. But before we get started, nah, I'm just joking. I'm not about 5-minute intros, so let's just get started. Of course, you all should know by now that this list will not contain exotics, and the list is from least to best, okay? Okay. Starting us off, at number 5, we have Deafening Whisper. Deafening Whisper is a 72 RPM void waveframe grenade launcher that is acquired via Wrathborn hunts. On screen now is the weapon's base stats, and let's get into the god roll. Now, I'm going to go ahead and be upfront by saying column 1 and 2 on this weapon don't matter like in the slightest, as it's a wave frame, so stats like velocity and blast radius aren't really going to do anything. Plus, column 2 only has 2 perks in it, so you're always guaranteed to get both. So yeah, let's just get into column 3, where the best perk here is going to be Ambitious Assassin for the ability to overflow the mag by rapidly getting kills and then reloading. And with a weapon like this, that shouldn't be too hard. Then finally, column 4, where the best perk is going to be Wellspring for the ability to regen ability energy after every kill with this weapon. This weapon, and well, more specifically, this roll is extremely good for ad clear and recharging your abilities crazy fast. You see a group of low tier enemies, you fire this weapon at the floor in front of those enemies, and all those enemies are going to go up in void smoke. Then you pop a reload, and thanks to Ambitious Assassin, that's then going to overflow your magazine, making, well, destroying everything in sight that much easier. Also, not to mention, because of all those low tier ads you're chewing through, you're going to be getting your melee, grenade, and class ability back like crazy thanks to Wellspring. Now, making its way into number 4, we have the 7th Seraph CQC. The 7th Seraph CQC is an 80 RPM solar lightweight frame shotgun that is acquired via random world drops. On screen now, you're going to see the base stats, and let's get into the god roll. For column 1, you're going to want range, so you have a few different options, but my number 1 pick is going to be small bore for an increase to range and stability, meaning there is going to be some kick to it. Column 2, where there is only one correct option, and that's Assault Mag for an increase to stability, which, like I just said, is good. But more importantly, it increases the rate of fire. Faster shots equals higher DPS. Now for column 3, where you have 2 options, Lead from Gold and Autoloading Holster. Let's start with the worser, right? Is worser a word? Worser? You know what I'm trying to say. Of the 2, Lead from Gold. Lead from Gold is going to generate ammo out of thin air for this weapon when picking up heavy ammo. So theoretically, if you're rocking ammo mods that benefit your heavy weapon, then that will in turn also benefit this weapon. You could also pull a double whammy and run something like Tractor Cannon and Shotgun ammo mods, which will cause more special ammo to drop because, well, the 7th Seraph CQC is a shotgun, while at the same time getting more heavy ammo to drop because Tractor Cannon is also a shotgun. Now, all that sounds great, but if your mods aren't centered around heavy weapon ammo, then that strategy kind of just goes down the drain. Now for Autoloading Holster, which is just a simple yet powerful perk. You lay into an enemy with this weapon until you need to reload. You then put it away and keep doing damage with another weapon until you hear the autoloading sound a few seconds later. You can then pull this weapon back out, and would you look at that? It's fully loaded and ready to go. Then finally, column 4, where there is really only one option, and that's Vorpal Weapon. Vorpal Weapon is going to increase this weapon's damage to all yellow health bar adds, which, this weapon being a special weapon, is what it should primarily be used for. All in all, the 7th Seraph CQC is the best non-slug shotty for PvE right now. It checks all the boxes in terms of good stats, good damage, good perk pool, ease of use. It's just an all-around top-tier, low-skill weapon that anyone can use and be effective with. Also, did I mention that this weapon can also make Warmind cells? Yeah, you know, the mechanic slash mod in the game that instantly turns any weapon into an ad-clearing machine? Well, yeah, this weapon can do that too. Making its way in at number 3, we have Succession. Succession is a 72 RPM kinetic aggressive frame sniper rifle that is acquired via the Deepstone Crypt raid. The weapon stats will be on screen now, and let's get into the god roll. For column 1, you're going to want something to help with this weapon's recoil because it has quite the kick. So my go-to would be Arrowhead Break for an increase to handling, which will make whipping this thing out a lot faster, but more importantly, it's going to greatly improve recoil. Then for column 2, where you are going to want something to increase your mag size, so Tactical Mag or Extended Mag will both be good. Tactical Mag will add less bullets compared to Extended Mag, but will also increase reload speed and stability, whereas Extended Mag will actually decrease reload speed. Then column 3, where there is only one right answer, and that's Reconstruction. I've said it once, and I'll say it again. Reconstruction is like Autoloading Holster and Overflow, the 2 best reload slash ammo perks in the game, had a baby. Seriously, it's gonna take that small little 3 magazine size and push it all the way up to around 10, if you have good column 2 magazine perks, of course. Now finally, column 4, where you have 2 options, Vorpal Weapon or Recombination. Both are really good perks, and it's honestly hard to choose. Vorpal if you want consistent increased damage to yellow health bar enemies, and Recombination if you want that really high damage perk that you have to work for. I prefer Recombination because getting to that times 10 to get over double the crit damage, in my opinion, is worth it, but I can understand why some people would just want a perk that will give this weapon a consistent damage bonus. The Secession God Roll is probably one of the best PvE snipers in the game for just damage, DPS, and just putting bosses down really fast. There's not much more to say other than if you like to play it safe when doing damage, then this is the sniper for you. Making its way in at the number 2 spot, we have First In Last Out. The First In Last Out is a 65 RPM arc precision frame shotgun that is acquired via random world drops. The stats are on screen now, and let's get into the God Roll. For column 1, hands down all day small bore for that nice increase to both range and stability. Column 2, assault mag because more shots equals more DPS. I feel like I've said that before. Then for column 3, where there is only one correct option, autoloading holster. Nothing is better than laying into a boss's face with this weapon, then swapping to another weapon to keep laying into his face, then swapping back to your fully loaded First In Last Out, and get this, keep laying into his face. Yeah, for real, it's great. Now finally, column 4, where once again there is only one correct option, and that's Vorpal Weapon. I've already talked about Vorpal in this video, so to save time, get it and use it. The First In Last Out is one of the best slug shotties in the game currently, and with the God Roll, it becomes a very simple yet effective weapon to use for putting majors, ultras, and bosses to sleep. Seriously, if you're still sleeping on using slugs for boss DPS, stop and go get this weapon. Now coming in at the number 1 spot, we have G Fuel. G Fuel is the only energy supplement clinically proven to increase your God Roll drops, your DPS, and the number of girlfriends you have. Okay, it won't actually increase the number of girlfriends you have, but it will increase your God Roll drops and your DPS. And no, that statement hasn't been backed by anyone. Just trust me, okay? And use code myfi, I'll love you forever. Okay, so the actual number 1 weapon on this list is gonna be, drumroll please, Mountaintop. Mountaintop is a... Wait a second. Wait, what? You're telling me they haven't recycled this weapon yet? But it's Bungie. What do you mean they haven't recycled this weapon yet? Heritage. Yes, Heritage is the number 1 special weapon. That's totally what I meant. Heritage is a 65 RPM kinetic precision frame shotgun acquired via the Deep Stone Crypt raid. Stats are on your screen now, and let's dive right into the God Roll. For column 1, well, just like our last slug that we talked about on the list, you're gonna want small bore for that nice balance of increased stability and range. Column 2, assault mag, because more shots equals more damage. Okay, I swear to God, I know I've said that before somewhere. Column 3, where you do have autoloading holster, but even better, you have reconstruction, which as we all know is just blatantly better in every way except the time it takes to fill your ammo, but still it's better than autoloading holster. Then finally, column 4, where your go-to perk is gonna be Recombination. Recombination states elemental final blows increase the damage of this weapon's next shot. So what this means is that every kill you get with, let's say, your Aikilos SMG is going to add stacks of Recombination to this weapon, stacking all the way up to times 10. You can then swap to this weapon, and the next shot you take is going to do close to double the damage. Recombination on this weapon is insanely good because almost all boss encounters are going to have a bunch of adds either during the boss fight or before the boss fight, so getting Recombination times 10 before you do damage to a boss is pretty easy, and you'll be able to start just about any boss DPS phase with a stupidly high damage shot. This Heritage God Roll is the best slug shotty in the game right now for PvE because of its versatility of being able to handle just about any enemy in the game with ease, and if you need bonus damage, then just kill a few adds with your energy weapon, and bam, you get pretty much free bonus damage. This weapon is amazing, and I seriously haven't taken it off all season. And unless Bungie adds a better slug shotty in Season 13, then I don't see myself taking it off anytime soon. And there are your top 5 special weapons and their God Rolls that you should try and get your hands on before Season 13. But how did I do? Did all your favorite weapons make the list, or is there a special weapon that you think I'm sleeping on? Let me know in the comment section below, and while you're down there, let me know if you have any of the God Rolls I mentioned today, especially if you have that God Roll Heritage, because even after 50 plus clears of Deep Stone Crypt, I still don't have the perfect roll. Now, with all that being said, if you would like to drop your boy a follow over on twitch.tv/myfi with an underscore at the end, then I'd highly appreciate it. I stream at nights now, so if you want to chat Destiny 2 or you're just looking for a place to hang out, then come on by. Also, if you do enjoy my videos or have ever found them useful, then feel free to subscribe as we're on the final stretch to 100,000 subscribers and eventually world domination. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more, then feel free to drop a like on it, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.